What up, people? How you guys doing? Still getting set up. I know I'm late tonight. I know, 20 minutes late. I'm sorry. Uh, let's let's go do a tweet real quick. Uh, just at Marvel Champions. Um. I now return you to your regularly scheduled vampire show? I don't know. What do they normally say? Regular? No, I now return you to regularly. Or let's just say stream, whatever. Yes, I am now live. All right, because we did a daytime stream earlier today, so it almost makes sense at least. Regular scheduled vampire stream. Tweet. All right, what up, people? How you guys doing? Shane Ramsey sent it over $2 saying, "Don't attack Diablo if he's unstoppable." Oh man, thank you, Shane. That's good advice, man. That's really good advice. Appreciate the $2, man. Snap. Yeah, I got kind of wrecked by that dude a little bit, but he still wasn't too bad. Even getting wrecked, it wasn't too bad. But what up, people? Did you win? Sound a little melancholy. Did I win what? The vampire fight? BG's New Year's resolution was to be on time. Isn't he? He is successful-ish so far. Dude, I think I quit. Seriously, I quit like the second day when some type of technical difficulty happened. I was doing great the first day. I was gonna be on time the second. Oh, the Alliance War fight you're possibly coming from. No, Alliance War is fine. Alliance War is, I mean, honestly, I don't know what's going on, man. I feel like I got a little bit of an easy path this time around. It was still some rank 5s, but it wasn't too big a threat. I did have an Emma Frost, 565 magic. I don't know. It's just feeling a little bit easy though. I thought I was gonna have a. You know what it was? I thought I was gonna have a MODOK on 18, and it wasn't a MODOK on 18. I think that's why I felt it was a little bit easy. But otherwise the path was, this is the normal path. What's up, Art of Chaos, Dicer? First one here was Brutus, and we had Jacob, Lee, Not Mask, Lakers Bodyguard. We got Lags in here, Delithius, Ryu. What up? All right, let's get to some stuff. Speaking of war, we can hop in there and see if my next fight's a rank 5 or a rank 4, or what. So let's go do that real quick. Oh, it's a rank 5. I could tell by the PI before I even walk up to it. Yep, that is a rank 5. Who do we got? I don't know. I mean, Stark Spidey's there, but does look like pretty high attack. Could be Stark Spidey. The HP feels like it's higher, though. I don't know. I don't think it's Stark Spidey. I'll check it out later. I'm gonna be taking Void into the fight regardless. Not like it actually matters, but anywho. What up, everybody? Let's go do AQ real quick. And then I'm going to hit the arena. Had Korg, MODOK, and Emma tomorrow. Domino Hype, and then some other. Path 6. Help. Whoa, Chris, that sounds like a rough path, dude. That sounds like a really rough path. Silly, I see you throwing $1 in the chat, man. I normally don't. Like, sometimes I'll scroll up when somebody does that, but I don't always, man. Normally, only if somebody has already sent over lots of $1 relast. If you just repeat your message, I'm sure I'll get to it at some point. I'm sorry if I missed your original message, but please don't just spam. Should I rank up 4-star Venom or 4-star Groot to rank 5 Venom? Absolutely Venom. Please don't rank up Groot. Brian, word equals sesquipedalian. Is that like a seven-legged squid? 7-tentacle squid instead of an octopus or something? I have no idea actually. That's my guess though. It's an octopus that has only 7 tentacles. Am I correct? Habakram is sick at home tonight. Won't be streaming, just grinding viruses into submission. Get well soon, Habakram. Oh no, Habakram! He's sick. Hope he feels better soon. Does Ghost have to be awakened? I don't think has to be, but honestly, I don't think I would enjoy playing her unless she was awakened. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to get myself to 100% this fight, because why not? Okay, good. I was afraid I was gonna kill her there before I got a chance to heal. Not that I was down a lot of HP, but might as well get that full yellow bar. It only took a couple seconds. Should I use my R3 to R4 2015 gem on Magneto Storm or wait for a small chance that 5-star Wolverine is released? Hold on. R3 for Magneto Storm, wait for a small chance. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know if you're going to actually use any of those champions. I use Magneto personally for synergies quite a bit, and I like having him at rank 4, so I took mine at rank 4. That's what I would do in your shoes, because of course I did it in my own shoes, but it's up to you if you want to wait. Okay, still need one more energy to get to my last node over there. We're a little bit behind tonight on the left side, not much, but a little bit. So we'll have to get back to that later. What's up, bro? I Church Pastor Blaster, what's going on, man? What? There is no 5-star Wolverine? No. Unless you count Old Man Logan. Maybe at some point they'll add him, though. It's possible. I see someone got timed out for asking for items. Please don't ask for any items in this chat. You're more than welcome to stay and hang out, and you could ask for advice and tips and stuff like that. But if you ask for items, it's pretty annoying, and you're going to find yourself timed out or banned if you keep doing it. So please don't do that. Did you say that was your final guess, Brian? Yes, yes. Seven tentacled squid, basically. That's my guess. Cali Boy sent over $3 saying, enjoy your vids, brother. Shout out to LGNA. Winky face. Cali Boy, thank you so much for the $3, man. Glad you like the vids. And shout out to your alliance, LGNA. Thank you so much, dude. Alright, let's get started in this whole arena thing. Oh, wait, sesquipedalian, adjective of a word, polysyllabic, long, characterized by long words, long-winded. I mean, a 7-tentacled squid would be pretty long, so I feel like I was at least 45% correct. 45% correct. Alright, let's start this whole arena thing, though. Can't ask for pizza. I mean, you could ask for pizza, you just can't ask for items. There's nothing I could do anyway. It's not like I have a gifting badge. But it's just, I don't want other people to have to be bothered for items, you know? It's one thing if somebody just wants to, out of the kindness of the heart, just be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna send you something, you know? It's like, oh man, what a super nice person. If you're asking for it, like, ugh. You could just play the game and get the stuff, you know? BG, we both have rank 5 Hermans, both take the same path in AQ, have similar team prestige, and I'll be joining you in the Turtle Wax Club for men in 5 to 8 years. Well, when you 5 to 8 years from now, just remember code word banana and save yourself 10%. Yeah. BG, someone in my alliance was asking for rank up advice about Ghost. As a 565 owner, I thought I'd share my experience. Well, I accidentally convinced him to rank to a 6-star Unawakened, and now I feel like a jerk. Ah, man. That's... you can't blame yourself for that. Maybe he likes the champ enough Unawakened. I wonder what Panda Man Pete would do, actually. That'd be a good question for Panda Man Pete. I don't know if he's in here, but... I wonder if he would rank to an Unawakened 6-star Ghost. I mean, he has just an extreme love for the champion. There's certain champions where I would rank them up, but I wouldn't rank other people ranking them up, and maybe it'd be like that for him. I don't know. So maybe the person who ranked 2 theirs, maybe they're happy with it. Hobbit, what's up, dude? I heard you're sick. BG, my guy, I get to bust out the 5-star Scent Hole against the Dom on Bleed Spite. Should be interesting and successful, I hope. I hope so too, man. It sounds like an interesting fight that you gotta do. Sounds pretty sweet. How are you today? Oh, never mind. You're asking Star. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm good, but never mind. Awesome. How are you able to hold that much crystals? I mean, I just pop champs as soon as I see them formed. Yeah, if depending on where you're at in this game, just popping open the crystals immediately is the best thing to do. It's really not a good idea to hoard the crystals. But then you reach a point in this game where, you know, it's a good idea strategically to hold your crystals. Like right now, I'm waiting for a certain champion to hit the crystal pool, and then I'm gonna pop open all my crystals. That gives me a chance at getting that new champion. And you know, there's no guarantee. I could just be waiting for no reason. But because I already have all the champions that I currently need, it's not gonna set me back. So I can give it a shot. Or holding on to like catalyst crystals until I actually need that catalyst. You know. Plus, I also do it just because it's fun for me. I'm weird like that. That's okay. I answer questions people give you also, Brian. That's true, Star, which I appreciate. There was a wave of arena bot bans affecting the top alliances. Let's have a Red Dead Redemption-esque color system for players to see sketchiness, e.g. bans, too many names changing, etc. I'm not familiar with the Red Dead Redemption way of doing it, but I do think it would be fine to add that to the game. Like I'm for systems like that, as long as Kabam is like absolutely sure when they ban somebody. I think for the most part they are, but then there was that one time where it seemed like people got accidentally banned or something, and then that got overturned in like an hour. But yeah, dude, if somebody's caught cheating, sure, mark them. I do feel like people would still get around that by just kind of like buying another account, but I forgot to claim that other milestone. But still, you know, it'd be good to see, like, well, I mean, not so much that it would be good to see, like, I don't really, it's not that I want to, want people to have some type of, thing like that, because I mean, I think a friend told me that, what, in Grand Theft Auto 5, I think there was like a dunce cap that you had to wear if you were cheating or something like that. I don't know, some game. I never played that one, but I think that's how it worked in that game. Not that I want to see that happen to people, but hopefully it would be a deterrent. You know, like that's the thing. Hopefully it'd be a deterrent, because of course you don't want people to cheat. You want people to just have a good time. Don't want anybody to go through any of that nonsense. BG, $10 if you can guess what I'm eating. Hint, it's leftovers. Leftovers. That could be anything. I'm gonna... You know, I wanted to say pizza, but... I feel like if it was pizza, there would be no leftovers, because it would just be eaten. I'm gonna have to say pizza anyway, on the off chance that maybe you just ran out of time when you were eating it before or something. I was thinking of counters for the thing on certain nodes. So on that villainy node on 9, bleed champs are good, blade especially. But what about all or nothing nodes? Sparky, I guess. I'm not too sure. But that's a good question. I think Stark Spidey, if he builds up his poise charges, does he run the risk of like having Thing reduce all of his damage? Like I really don't know. I fear for the players who have to fight a Thing on that node. I think it'll take a little bit of experimentation to see like what's the best, what are the best results. Not too sure. Chicken. James Kill, I think it's chicken. I was gonna guess chicken at first too. I went with pizza. In Red Dead Redemption, you start green color, and if you break laws or cheat or screw someone over, the color changes to yellow, orange, red. As long as we know what cause this changes. Oh, is that just part of like the story in that game? Is that you're saying like break laws or screw someone over along with cheating? So is that like, because I know in some games like you have the option to be like a good character or an evil one where you can just kind of like, you know, basically like some friendly fire type stuff where you could like help the police or try to take them out or something, you know. I don't know much about Red Dead Redemption. I did see like a tiny bit of gameplay, but very, very tiny bit over the holiday break. Oh, that's right, Quake. Yeah, that's right, Quake. Pizza, come on, son. You know I leave no leftover pizza. That's what I was thinking, man. That's what I was thinking. But I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else. What up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? BG Great Minds think alike. Yeah, you said pizza too. Is Carnage supposed to armor break and bleed an opponent with armor that can bleed? I armor broke and bled Infinity Man now in Arena with Carnage. I don't know. I think Infinity Man's a little bit of a unique situation because you could only make him bleed when he has no armors or something like that, right? I honestly don't know much about Carnage, though. For why are people estimating ghost cutoffs to be 5 to 6 mil? The most I've seen it go is 4.2 mil with Domino. I don't know. I think people know that Ghost is a really good champion in the right hands. They've seen some gameplay that is quite impressive. So who knows what Ghost is actually going to go for? My 3.1 here is just a guess. Please, anyone actually going for Ghost, please go higher. I know some people are probably sick of me repeating that same line over and over, but I know not everyone hears it when I say it. Oh, spaghetti, that's what we're eating? Oh, dude, I can go for... Oh, man. I might make some spaghetti after the stream tonight. You just made me want some spaghetti. It's part of the game, but when you interact with other players and they see your color, it comes into play when you do something like make a deal or join an alliance. Okay. Okay, so, I mean, it makes a lot more sense in that game versus something like here, but I do still think that it would be a good... that it could be good to have like a permanent indicator of someone cheating here. I don't know. It's, you know what? There might be a reason why games don't do that I'm just not aware of, though. I bet you there's like lectures out there from game companies on like how to deal with like cheaters in the community and stuff like that. Because of course, you know, it's... I also do believe in giving people like second chances and stuff like that. After like the, I don't know how many chances Kabam is willing to give. Probably more than I am. I'm not really down with the whole give somebody 4 dozen chances before banning them permanently or something. But you know, of course, I do believe in second chances, and people make mistakes, and so much time goes into it. You know, I don't really want to just do something permanent right off the bat, but at the same time, you know, it not only affects like the players that you're playing that you're competing against, but it even affects like your own alliance, you know? Like what about, because you know, when people have when there's like 1 or 2 people that get banned in an alliance, you can't really blame that alliance. It's not their fault that they recruited somebody that breaks the rules, right? So it'd be nice for that alliance to know beforehand that, okay, this is somebody who's cheated before. Do we really want to pick this guy up? Maybe they changed the way, maybe not, but at least we know going into it. Lynch hunts is why not to? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was a good 6 minutes ago, BG. It's long gone now. Yeah, I bet, dude. You're gonna spaghetti some spaghetti. Oh, boo, boo. First time watching your channel. I'm liking it so far. Welcome, Gary. All right, real quick. I stopped on this screen here because I wanted to point out I have Diablo. He's part of the content creator program. I'll give the same spiel that I always give. I cannot tell you any information about the character. I cannot play him in any alliance modes or arena or anything like that. Can't play him on stream. Not yet. Eventually the content creators will have videos about him. I haven't even played him myself, but even if I did play him myself, I still wouldn't be able to tell anybody about him. Okay, good? Okay, good. I know somebody's going to join the stream in like 5 minutes and be like, whoa, you got Diablo? How'd you get that? But there's no way to avoid it, man. It's one of the downsides of the content creator program. Need suggestion for rank 5 Hyperion. Hold on. Need suggestion for rank 5 Hyperion dupe, Blade dupe, or Domino undupe. Got 3 5-star Awakening gems, 2 Tech, Cosmic, and Mutant. It really just depends on what you need. All 3 of those champions are great champions. I don't know what your current roster looks like. I don't know what your plans are. I don't know if you're maybe trying to get through Labyrinth of Legends or something like that. So it's hard to say. I think Domino out of all 3 of those... well, actually, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Domino better than Blade for Labyrinth of Legends these days? I don't even know who's better. I feel like Domino's faster. But, I mean, Blade can regenerate. So it's probably cheaper, and then if you factor in, like, if you're farming potions versus not having to farm potions, I feel like Blade might still be... I don't know. I think if you had, like, Blade and Stark Spidey, then that duo would be better than Domino alone, but maybe Domino's better than someone. I don't know, but, Irfan, the only thing I could really say is that all 3 of those champions are great champions, and just to rank who you personally enjoy playing with the most, and just consider... I would not consider defense if that's one of your first few rank 5s. I would consider things like Alliance Quest, Alliance War Offense, regular questing, Labyrinth of Legends, those types of things. How'd you get Diablo? Wizard? Oh, jeez. Can you tell me what's on Diablo's face? Is that allowed? I don't know. Yeah, I agree. My alliance had 2 hacker/cheater, and who the alliance paid for it, and Kabam would not tell us who it was. Took us 6 months to find and kick, and until then was bottom of alliance war rank. Not happy. Yeah, it's kind of a messy situation. At least it seems like people are getting temp banned these days, versus before where they would just dock an alliance and wouldn't tell the alliance at all who's cheating. At least now they temp ban them, so it's like, okay, well, clearly it was this person. Let's get them out of here. So that's at least a step in the right direction, but it's just a messy situation where, like, I honestly don't know what the right solution is, and there's probably no one solution that is just like fixes everything, you know, or is ideal for everyone or everything. So it's tough. But at least the cheaters are being greatly deterred at this point for all types of cheating. Before it was just like the Wild Wild West and people cheated all day every day and had no punishment for it. Some games will ban your device if caught cheating. Some other games will permanently put all cheaters into cheater server so they can be monitored. Yeah, I have heard of stuff like that too. I don't know if that would work out in this game, like separating the servers. I don't think that would work. So I don't know if that's an option here. But I have heard of stuff like that too. Haven't heard of devices getting... Well, actually, no, I have heard of devices getting banned, I guess. That was for, like, consoles, though, I think, right? If you, like, mod your console or something like that, then they'll just, like, permanently ban you from, like, online play, I think, right? So I guess I have heard of that type of thing, too. Pro tip, it's always the guy named Doug? What? Is that a reference? I don't get it or something. Champion makes it easier for people to cleanse if they pay attention. Yeah. Yeah. So then we call it the Wall of D. How about defense? That's not a bad idea, but the wall of D I feel like there's no change in the Wall of D. Defense is pretty good. We could even draw a I can have like an MS Paint drawing of a fence or something like that, but the Wall of D is just nowhere to place in the Wall of D. Rank 5 Domino with perfect block does some work. Have a buddy who's about to finish his last path. Yeah, I mean, I think these days there's a lot of people running Domino in Labyrinth, right? I mean, at one point in time, it was pretty clear, like Stark Spike, like Blade, Blade was pretty much the go-to for Labyrinth for a period of time, when everybody was getting like their first rank 5s, and anyone who hadn't cleared. But that was also just because, you know, I mean, a rank 5 is going to be better than a rank 4 in most situations. And if that was the only one they had, then of course that's who they were going to run with. He's good for it too. Not trying to take anything away from him, but there might be better options these days. It's hard to say without having the first-hand experience, though. All right, next arena. Moving on. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that was a 4-star basic? Maybe I should stay in that one. Let's put at least a round into each of these first, I guess. I'm not going to go with Ghost. I got chat banned once in the game, I mean. I think I've got chat banned before in I don't know, actually I don't know if I've got chat banned before. I feel like either I might have or maybe it was just like a lot of my friends getting banned. I honestly can't remember. In World of Warcraft, it was pretty popular for people just to spam like the very weird things in certain like they had different channels, stuff for like finding groups or just general chats and trading and all these different channels, right? And I don't know, at one point in time, I don't know if it's still like this, but at one point in time, people would just link certain things and just try to come up with like funny little phrases for them. And I feel like I did that at some point. I don't know if I ever got banned. I wasn't the type of person that spammed it all the time, but if I thought something was funny, I'd put it in there. In like a trade chat. There are quite a few YouTube top 10 vids on what various games do to punishing cheaters. A lot of funny options, I bet. Gee, once account deleted, boom, solved. Maybe. Honestly, it might be a good way to go. Might be just like tell someone straight up in the beginning, like instead of a long ass TOS, just be like, you know, break any of the rules we have and you're done. That's it. No second chances. I wonder what the reaction of players would be. I mean, there's got to be a reason why game companies don't do that. But it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. I think a good system. I think. Ooh, thinking back to, I think it was Heroes of Newerth that had a system like this. I might. It's been I don't know, maybe 10 years since I've played this game, so I might have something wrong here. But I think the way they handled it was like the game was free, but you had to have like a certain number of games played in order to play with, like, you know, the general population or something, you know, whatever. Like, you didn't have to win, you just had to participate in the games. And then if you were caught cheating, then you were no longer able to play with those. I guess that's similar to just having 2 different servers. Wait, actually that game cost money at first, and then it was free. My memory on it is completely gone. I should have just left that one alone. I don't know. I don't know what they did. Belted Earth sending over $1. Where is your last one, Belted Earth? Hey, I'm overflowing on tech tier 4 class catalyst and no one to use it on, so I'm going for Ghost. I'm at 2 million points right now. Is that a good pace to get Ghost safely? Thanks, BG. Dude, you're crushing it. Yeah, if you're at 2 million points already, you're doing great, man. You're doing great. I don't know what a safe score would be. I think like 4.6 would be very, very safe. So maybe that's what I would say, but honestly, that's probably beyond safe. That's probably like overkill territory. But yeah, if you just really wanted the champion, I would say like 4.6 would be a great spot since you're already at 2 million and crushing it. Yeah. But thank you for the $1, dude. Appreciate it. If it's a thing where it's a wrongful ban, then it has to be easily reversed / hold enough data that if something goes overly wrong that they can get every account back. Yeah, they would. I mean, really, like, the way that Kabam's handling the cheating now, honestly, I think it's fine. Like, it was a big problem in the past. Like I said, it was a huge problem in the past. But these days, I feel like it's a kind of like a problem solved type of situation. Like, clearly some people are still getting away with it, and people are probably always going to find a way to get away with it. As long as it's not widespread, though. And as long as there is that threat of, like, okay, your reputation's going to be done for. You're potentially going to lose all the progress that you made on your account and get yourself permanently banned. All that stuff, then I feel like it's fine what Kabam's doing. Bonus word game time. Playing for up to $5. Oh my goodness, it's like a real game show. More right are the more of the $5 you get. Deal. It's doable for even you, I bet. What the hell does that mean for even me? But sure, I'll play. You don't. I mean, we could just play for free too. Don't feel like the need to donate. The game is fun either way. But yeah. What the hell? So how you get off that easy? Oh, what is drop faith? I guess it's drop faith. Been chat banned a lot. Turns out my brash, uncaring attitude comes off as bullying. Effing. Well, let me not read the rest of that. I see a lot of people get like those jail bars or whatever on the forums. Those get removed eventually, right? Undupe Newton 5-star with 0 persistent charges. Who is it? Can't keep up with who has persistent charges and who doesn't. Oh, I'm scrolled up at the moment, so you might have already done this fight, but oh, is that Sabretooth or is that Bishop? I can't remember. I actually can't remember. Oh wait. Nick Nakatori? Knick-knackatory. I mean, it sounds like a factory where knickknacks are made, but I feel like that's maybe too... No. Yeah, too late it was bishop? Okay. Knick-knackatory. Knick-knackatory. Maybe that's it's an adjective for describing a knick-knack, because no other word can describe the useless things, what those useless things are. Other than describing them as knick-knackatory. That's my guess. It's an adjective used to describe knickknacks. As such, knickknacks. That's my guess. So I just dropped in. What's the reason for the actual ban wave? It's arena mercs, people paying others to play on their account to increase their arena scores, or botting for it. I mean, Kabam's constantly banning people, so it could have been a mixture of other things too. But supposedly it's relating to people cheating in the arena for various reasons, various ways. Told myself I wouldn't grind for 4 stars anymore and just focus on 5 and 6 stars, but Panaman Pete has tossed the MCOC universe on its head and now accept any ghost form I can get. Yeah, dude. I would have been grinding for him if I didn't get lucky, or her. Would have been grinding for ghost if I didn't get lucky and just pull her out of a 4-star crystal pretty recently. Dr. Reitz sent in over 10 bucks saying, not to brag, but I was the second person to ever donate to BG. My message was, for the burritos. Man, that was a while back. Time flies. Dude, holy crap. That was a long time ago. You're right. Man, thank you so much for following it up here with a very generous 10 bucks. Is that also for the burritos? Because I will happily use that for burritos. I will happily use that for burritos. But dude, thank you so much. I appreciate the support back then, just as much as I do today. Effin game booted me during Alliance War fight, then actually died. To Infinity Man on 38, I swear he's my kryptonite. He just kept doing the kicks and not throwing heavies. Freaking block damage, then backed in corner. And dead F me. Sometimes he's like that, man. Yeah, sometimes it kind of gets sketchy if he's not throwing the heavies and he already has the armor ups. Like someone might be like, oh well, why don't you just attack him after he does those, like his second medium kick? But on what's it called? On 38, when he has the armor ups, you cannot do that. You can only do heavy attacks. At a certain point. Bummer, dude. Keep practicing, though. You'll get it. You will get it. Is that a 5 from Star? Was that correct? Hold on. Noun, a repository or a collection of knickknacks. Non-adjective. Penalty, missing part of it. Thanks for playing. Did 5 so good. I was gonna say, I feel like I did. It feels like I didn't get it, and you still sent over $5. Well, I appreciate it. Okay, I was 5% correct. I was 5% correct. Star, thank you for the $5. Thank you for the game. Wait, you've got a burrito stipend? Yeah, dude. Alright. Surprised. I mean, I know you're not saying anything too bad aftermath, but just be careful. I don't ever like to say anything or have any like rumors spread that I'm talking badly about another YouTuber or anything like that. So don't want to read your comment. I'm not gonna time you out or anything like that either. But just be careful not to I prefer just not to say anything bad about other YouTubes. You know what I mean? Just because then it could start a whole big mess. And I'd rather just have funds. Same thing. I see someone else saying a similar comment. You guys can say whatever you want elsewhere, but I appreciate if we can keep it as drama-free around these parts as possible, man. But yeah, Nick Nakatori was on a list of sesquipedalian words. Am I even saying that other word correctly? The Sasquatch word. I'm just going to say Sasquatch from now on. Yeah, and I'm not the best at heavy intercept. Basically, backed against the wall. Yeah. You know what? I think there is a way. I think I have been in that same situation, B. Daniels, where I think you could still throw a heavy attack even when backed against the wall if you do it right. So what I would maybe do if I were you is do a couple of duels against Infinity Man where you are just pushing yourself against the wall right away. Like, don't even try to fight him normally. Just put yourself against the wall and then try to like heavy counter his heavy in the wall, just in case you find yourself in that situation. That's what I did against Domino for like a bunch of practice attempts at fighting Domino that way, and it seemed to work out for the most part. Not that I ever, I mean, I still poop my pants and find myself in that situation, but at least, you know, it's somewhat manageable-ish. 2 super chats here. Tomorrowland sending over $1, saying 1 Waspworth rank 5. In my opinion, only in certain circumstances. I think she's an okay defender, has high prestige if prestige is something that matters to you. But like, she's fun to use. I would love to have one on my account, but I wouldn't give up the resources to personally rank her up. Ooh, actually, the other situation, I think in Panda Man Pete's situation, it's good to rank 5 Wasp because he uses Ghost so much and relies so much on Ghost. And if something happens, if he dies in Alliance War with his Ghost, you know, he needs someone else to fall back on. He can't just have a low-ranked champion for synergies when there's an item cap in Alliance War. So I think in his situation, it was actually a good move to rank Ghost. Or, I'm sorry, Wasp. But most people I wouldn't recommend it, no. Most people I'd recommend other champions instead. 2, Dungeon Crystal, which is the best? I don't have Stark, Blade, Ghost, thanks. It's going to vary for everybody, just depending on what you want, really. I don't know. I haven't looked at every single crystal to see if Stark, Blade, or Ghost are even in them. But yeah, if you want those champions, then just, you know, target those crystals. Or look at the crystals as like how many champions in there would be new champions for you if you're an arena grinder. It might be better just to get as many new champions as possible, increase the odds to get as many new champs as possible. That's my advice when it comes to dungeon crystals, but I can't tell you exactly which one to get. Thank you for the $1, dude. And Nivea also sent over $15 saying BG hates pizza. If by hates pizza you mean hate myself after eating 5 pizzas in a row, then yeah, I hate pizza. No, man, me and pizza, we just have a troubled relationship. I have a troubled relationship with pizza. The same way someone might have a troubled relationship with like alcohol or something. That's my relationship with pizza. If I eat one pizza, I must eat all pizzas. And I might eat so many pizzas that I puke. So yeah, that's me and pizza. Nivea, thank you so much for the $15, man. Getting that big D back. Thank you, dude. BT, what are your thoughts on Kabam's comments regarding matchmaking? I personally thought it was a little pointless, as they give us no specific timetable, but glad they're communicating finally. No, I think this was a great message. They don't tell us the exact date, but they said by the end of the month they're gonna have more information for us. There's only 2 weeks left in the month. I think that was great. I think it'd be nice to see a little bit more like that, even if they can't tell us. You know, I mean, it does take work to prepare all of the like the write-ups that they do and all that, and they want they want to make sure it's working in game before they comment too much on the stuff. But it seems like in this case they have it, pretty finalized, and they just need a little bit more time to officially announce things and get ready to answer people's questions and all that. But I think it's nice that they could be like, instead of just saying, yeah, we're working on it, to say like a little bit of a time frame of when they're going to tell us more. So I think it's good. Great minds think alike. Read my last, please. Oh, what was your last, B. Daniels? I almost want to duel him and back myself against the wall and practice that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It's true, BG ordered 3 pizzas at happy hour the other night, and Laura had like 2 slices, plain cheese pizzas too. I did not do that, but I really considered it. I really considered it. If it wasn't at like a, I don't know, it feels weird. Because the first time we went to your restaurant, like Laura and I, we both ordered a dinner, right? And then I ordered a second dinner, and that felt a little bit weird. But that's what I would do if I was like at home or something. Like, yeah, I'll order a second dinner for myself, or a third one. Not that I have food delivered like that, but like I'll make enough food to have that many meals, And I wanted another pizza. I could have eaten another 2 or 3 pizzas, but I just didn't want to have it be weird like that, man. I don't know. It feels weird doing it at a bar. Sitting there, other people are looking at you like, dude, that's the 3rd pizza this guy's ordered. Hey Brian, I took your tip and was patient for my 5-star. Patient sent a Colossus my way. Rip, dude. I mean, at least you didn't sell a champion to get that Colossus, though. That would have been a real kick in the pants. Yeah, but why not just order the amount once rather than twice? Because I was trying not to be fat, But I just can't. I should have just ordered more in the beginning. Okay, so that was actually, that was part of it too. Is that I at a certain it hit like a certain time in the night where I was like, I'm gonna go home soon. I don't want to order this pizza right now. You have to wait for it and stuff. So that was actually part of it. You want to be the first person to order multiple happy hour pizzas? Happens quite often, actually. I believe it. Those pizzas weren't that big, so it's not like you're ordering a pizza at like a, I don't know, place. I was gonna say pizzeria, but I guess your place kind of is one of those, right? It's Italian Ristorante and Pizzeria or whatever. But you know what I mean. Like a place that only makes pizza. Pete just doesn't run 3, 4, and 5 Ghost. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Who's Korg dual target? Don't have a Korg to fight. Have a Korg boss to fight this war. It looks like somebody told you who it is. But I just want to make you aware there is actually a line bot that is called Dual Bot. I think that's the name of it, right? I don't even know how to. I think you just have to like befriend it or something like that. I don't know exactly. But it's maintained by somebody in 4Loki. It was started by Notsu, who joined 4Loki for a little bit, and then someone in 4Loki who was helping out because I think he was having like computer troubles or something like that. And Sparks in 4Loki is the person that maintains it these days. Really useful tool. to help you find dual targets to practice against. In case you weren't aware. I'd make a video on it, but I don't even know how it all works. And I also don't really want to show my line stuffs. So hopefully someone else will make a video on it. Brian is scared his wife will leave if he's fat. No, not at all. I used to be larger than I am today. Right now, I think I'm around 200 to 210. And the heaviest I ever weighed was around 240. Maybe slightly higher, like 242, 245, something like that. So I'm actually still quite a ways down from like my heaviest ever. And I was with my wife at the time. That was before we were married. And if she didn't leave me then, she ain't going anywhere. But, you know, of course, I want to still want to lose weight, still want to be healthy and all that. They're thin crust and yeah, not massive party pizzas or anything. They're like 11 inches. Yeah, 11 inches, and also like the way the cheese is, it's not like covering every single bite. Where some of these places, like that's the real filling part of it, is like they'll have like a ton of cheese on it, just be super thick cheese, and each bite you're taking, you're feeling like it's just a really heavy pit in your stomach, you know. Hola, Void question. With 3-3 Despair, when is Strike Back canceled? Despair actually has no impact on Strike Back. Despair is only, it only affects healing. The way Void can cancel out and even reverse Strike Back is only through his Petrify debuffs. Well, I mean, maybe it's possible the Petrify Mastery has some type of effect on it too, but I don't run that mastery, so I can't say there. But actually, would it? Because his specials are so slow and people run Limber that I feel like by the time the Strike Back part of the node comes into play, the enemy is not going to be stunned anymore, so it's probably not going to reduce it. Anyway, the way it works with Void is Petrify will turn the normally 1 bar of power that the enemy gets. It'll reduce it by half of that, so they'll gain half a bar, and then if you have 2 Petrifies, it will completely cancel it out so that they gain no power. If you have 3 Petrifies, they lose half a bar, and if you have 4 Petrifies, you know, with Fear of the Void plus 2 Petrifies, then they lose a full bar of power. Hopefully that made sense. Despair is strictly healing. What's up, Cody? How tall are you, BG? I am 5'9". I had to think about it. I think technically it's like 5'9" and a quarter or something like that. I don't know. It's been a long time since I had my height checked. And I'm not even kidding. For the longest time in my life, I thought I was 5'11". I don't know why I did, but I did, man. I thought I was 5'11", and it was either my wife or my brother or friend or somebody was just like, "You're not 5'11", and I was like, "Yeah, I am." And then we measured it, and it was like, "Oh crap, no, I'm not." That was an embarrassing moment when that happened, because it must have just looked like I was trying to lie on purpose, you know. That or just so dumb that I didn't know my own height, which is also embarrassing. Brian Paul, stop talking. Someone said they were going to get a coffee / needed us to stay still. Oh, I don't know why I'm holding my breath. I don't know that was my first move, is to hold my breath. I'm not even gonna continue that though. Stream is sponsored by DualBot. Yeah, DualBot's totally free. It makes no money or anything like that. It's just a service for the community. If we ever do get ranked down tickets again, not saying it necessary, I would definitely use my rank 4 classic Iron Man, because every time I look at him, it fills my heart with regret, and I don't like it. Yeah, dude, I understand what you're saying. There's certain champions that feel a little bit similar. Ugh, this arena, I hate, I hate doing the infinite streak on stream. It's so hard to read and have to play against the crappy AI. So instead, I think I'm just gonna get my combo up in this arena. Play this. Actually, no, you know what? I'd run out of times, and I'd run out of time, and then I would have to go do this arena anyway. So, all right, let's just continue this one. Infinite streak, I'm coming for you, man. It'll be really nice once we have enough champions that you can just go from like round 6 all the way to round 15, all with 565s. Kind of the same way. If you have enough 4-star champions, you can do that now in like the basic, where you're just running your 550s and stuff. Well, hopefully the Noki filled some of that gap for you. Dude, the Noki, I don't know what it's made out of. I think it's made out of pure magic. Because the texture, it's just so good, man. It's so good. What score we get? 4-star Ghost in your opinion, BG? Well, I've got my prediction on screen. I recommend going higher, but that is my guess for what Ghost is going to go for. Wishing the crystal drop rates. It would show the drop rate of every champion, so we can see how Kabam increases the chances of poopy champions are high rated. Well, they said in the past that there is no, it's just an equal chance for the champions, and on that one I believe them. But even if, I mean, whether you believe them or not, they could also just lie about what they put in game, because if that's what they're saying on the forums, then they would also just have like 0.9 whatever percentages for each champion in there, since there's over 100 now. Skyland's bot is dope too, but I like the sheep better. I never remember the commands for a line bot to work. I've seen. Oh, I just got wrecked. I've seen a little bit of that, but I've never used that bot myself. Does collar tech affect strike back? Good question. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much I want to test about collar tech. I need like I think 4 more cores to have to be able to unlock 5 out of 5. But even then, it's tough to test things like that, or more of just a pain in the ass to test things, I guess. Not that it's necessarily tough. Like, I know what to do, but it's time consuming, and sometimes you have to spend items, energy refills, that type of thing, where already so much time goes into doing all the things for this game. 5'6", but I have the ability to put on shoes that can elevate that or make me tall or fall to my doom with gravity's help. I mean, I could do the same thing. I don't think I ever have, but hey, man, guys can wear those types of shoes too. Really hope Kabam makes some good changes to matchmaking. There shouldn't be any more excuses for why this isn't at least slightly improved after 7 seasons of complaints. Top of list issues for me. I think it has been improved a bit, to be fair, but yeah, I also think it's probably the worst part of War is the whole matchmaking thing. So I agree, Luke. I'm looking forward to the changes. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to them, but we'll see what they actually are to see if I think it's a, it's also entirely possible that whatever Kabam changes might have its issues too. So we'll have to see when it comes out, but I am excited for them to be making changes to it. Hey BG and everyone, how are you all? Apu, I'm doing good. Hopefully you are too. Probably burned out because of my 13 million grind in the previous arena. That can happen. Burnout is real when it comes to the arena grind. What's the possibility to do 100% Chapter 3 variant without Void and Gulk? I have rank 5 Medusa, rank 4 Quake, Corvus, and Hella in my team. It's possible. It's just, it's going to be a nightmare. It's probably going to be very expensive item-wise or unit-wise in order to get through without those champions. I mean, if you are absolutely amazing at this game, like the best in the world or something, maybe you could still get through without breaking the bank, but no, more than likely it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult without those champions. If you got Laura to film you walking around in heels, I would laugh myself to death. I would never do that. I would never. First off, I can't see myself ever wearing heels. I don't think that sounds like a fun time for me. But second, if I ever did something like that, it's not going to be recorded. There's no way in hell. BG, last week my son pulled a 6-star Red Skull, and guess who he pulled as a 5-star today? Yep, Red Skull. The Red Skull twins, eh? I think someone else was saying they had a similar thing happen to them, where they just got a couple of Red Skulls too. I measure myself with fruit by the foot. I used to do that. Yeah, I used to do that, but the problem is I kept, like, because you have to open up multiple fruit by the foots, and I would eat the one fruit by the foot before I can get a second package open. I think you letting Laura see it would be she would never let you live it down, so let's troll about it and be and be the amazing person she is. I don't even think she would want to see me in that, so yeah. I don't know. Either way, I wouldn't do it. There's certain things that you just don't do. That's one of them. BG, have you played League of Legends? I played maybe like 2 games in my entire life of League of Legends. I was more into Dota. Dota 1 to Heroes of Newerth to Dota 2. And I've put a decent chunk of hours into all 3 of those games. But League of Legends, I could never get into. I enjoyed it was a little bit more fast-paced in the like that was the big thing for me, is just a little bit more fast-paced in in Dota or Heroes of Newerth, which Heroes of Newerth was like a more, like, for those people who don't know, League of Legends and Heroes of Newerth, they both came from original Dota, and then of course Dota 2 came from the original Dota, right? But these games were based off of the original Dota. And when those games came out, I tried them both to see which one I would like more. And yeah, it was just a little bit faster paced in Heroes of Newerth. But League of Legends is by far the most popular out of any Dota-like games. So yeah, of course, more people are into the pacing of that game. But yeah, it's just a personal preference, and my personal preference was Dota. Good morning from Finland. Good morning to Finland. Morning, BG. Yesterday, I moved the coffee table to a better position in the lounge. Hold on. Am I getting wrecked? I am getting wrecked. Freaking guillotine. Please die to this. Super crits. Almost. Okay, she's dead. Morning, BG. Yesterday, I moved the coffee table to a better position in the lounge. This morning, in my sleepy state, I forgot and fell over it whilst fighting in arena. Hashtag ghost crying. Damn, dude. I mean, as I was reading that, I was thinking you were gonna say you like kicked the edge of it with. Oh, that was cool. I went unstoppable after that astral bait. Anyway, I thought you were going to say, like, you just kicked the edge of it with, like, your pinky toe or something, because I've done that so many times, and oh my god, it's so painful. Oh, the pain. I can feel it. Alright, come on, Mordo. Don't be like this, Mordo. BG, my 6-star kill Kingpin got a kill on 31 for the first time in forever, and still got my Infinity Man at 29 with dude coming only having Iceman and Magic left, so maybe he might get one too and make up for me. Dude, yeah, that's gonna be a really tough fight to do with Iceman or Magic. I don't know if that's even possible to do. Maybe it is, but I've never seen anybody do that, like fight that node with those champions. Interesting. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully you get many kills. Fruit by the feet. Plurally, that's true. It's fruit by the feet. Alright. One more round of 4 stars. Then we'll move to the 5 stars. I'm kind of excited to rank up some more 4 stars. It takes forever for me to kind of outpace the alphas that I get with my tier 4 basics, but I've been ranking up so many 5-star rank 1 champions to rank 2 that I've just been burning more alphas and still getting, it's like slowly building up a supply of tier 4 basics. And I'm finally getting to that point where I'll be able to rank up another 4-star champ. There's kind of some testing I wanted to do, so I kind of wanted to rank up like 3 at the same time. So I'm almost at that point actually to rank up all 3 at the same time. Hate to say this Aquaman movie was a bit better than Venom. Was Aquaman good? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any DC movies in I don't know how long. Nothing against DC, but I also wasn't watching Marvel movies before I played this game, so. Oh my god, I feel like quitting this fight. Dude, I've hit him 15 times, and he's at 88% health right now. He's healing from... Oh my god. I should just exit this fight. Like, this is not even worth the points. Die, dude. So passive, dealing 0 damage. Oh, that was good damage at least. Okay, alright. Alright, the end of the fight went a little bit faster. I'm glad I didn't exit out. I was very close to exiting out. Is 5-star Star-Lord still worth a tech gem nowadays? Depends on who you ask. I personally wouldn't give Star-Lord a tech gem. I actually had a tech gem for a very long time, and my Star-Lord is still unawakened. I remember people being very upset at me for that. people were really mad that I wouldn't awaken my Star-Lord. I get so many comments on every one of my videos. I can imagine you with heels, a red dress, and a whip. What the heck, dude? What was the question? I don't know. BG, have enough tier 5 basic for my next rank 5. But need 5 more tier 2 alpha, apart from AQ and EQ, any other good sources? Alliance War Seasons? It's all I could really think of, and of course Alliance War Seasons is not something that you could really farm either. You kind of just have to wait for them to be over, right? So... yeah, that's all I really got. That's all I really got. Tier 2 alpha, hard to come by. Got to really budget these things. Like way ahead of time. Start planning way ahead of time when it comes to like your next champion. They're going to be using tier 5 basics to rank up. I think I might rank 5 my 4-star Corvus if I don't get him soon. That way, right after I'll pull a 5 or 6-star Corvus. Yeah, dude. It's a good move. Good strategy. Really want to rank up 4-star Void, Ghost, and Void, but can't justify the resources. You have 2 4-star Voids? Am I hearing that correctly? No, but yeah, it is tough to justify the resources. Ranking 5 stars is just better in most situations if you're at that point where you're no longer using 4 stars much. It's fun ranking 4 stars, and it does help in certain arenas, but yeah, it's just not. It's not better, right? So it's been a very long time since I ranked any up. I don't even know how long. Should switch Nightcrawler's stance when attacking with him? I think I did switch his stance. Didn't I? If I didn't, then I messed up, but I'm pretty sure I switched his stance. Set on Tech Gem and undupe Starler for 13 months, Brian. Then I got Sparky and... Oh, wait, hold on. I set on Tech Gem and undupe Starler for 13 months, Brian. Then I got Sparky and put it in there. Are you describing me or you? Because I can't tell. Because I feel like that was my story here. But yeah, screw Star-Lord. He's cool and all, but... oh, Domino Ghost and Void, okay. APG finally got through Realm for the first time with my 345 Luke Cage as my main. Feels good, man. Nice, dude. Congrats, man. With a 345 Luke Cage, that's a pretty unique option for getting through Realm of Legends, I would say. Pretty unique indeed. Should I rank up my 5-star Yellow Jacket or bring Mephisto 4-star to rank 5? Depends. Are you using that Mephisto for anything? Outside of, like, Arena? Like, I don't know where you're at in the game. Like Mephisto, between the two champions, I think Mephisto is the better champion than Yellow Jacket. But, depending on where you're at, I don't know if you are just ranking because you have extra resources and you want to rank somebody up for more points in the arena, or if you're actually going to be using the champion or not. So it depends entirely on that. You know what? I've got an energy for AQ. Let me go jump out of here and spend that. But yeah, Mephisto is better than Yellow Jacket. If you're just looking for a better champion to use, I'd recommend Mephisto. BG Aegon goes up soon, and I'll have enough Tier 2 Alpha to rank another rank 4 with the calendar. Oh, that's right. We're getting another Tier 2 Alpha in the calendar, too. Omega may go up, but not sure yet. Okay, yeah. I know some people... I know some people didn't really care for Omega at rank 4. And felt like he's the type of champion that needs to be rank 5, kind of. So I don't know, maybe just something to consider. Maybe see how you like him at rank 3 to see if you... What? Cause it just sounds like you're on the fence. Ah, oh, jeez, you went unstoppable? Get the hell out of here, dude. Yeah, only saying that just because it seemed like you were kind of on the fence and maybe only thinking about it or something. But I mean, I think he's still a good rank 4. He just might not be useful in something like Alliance War so much. Oh my god, that Thorn's doing a lot of damage too. What the hell, dude? Venompool is usually easy. Unstoppable again? Go to hell, dude. Spend a little time healing up, I guess. Okay. Sorry, I had to read something real quick. All right. Most of my 5s are so bad that I'm still forced to rank 5 some 4-star at level 60 to be able to get all the content done. I mean, that's how a lot of us were. You know, it's some of us have been playing this game for so long that we're past that point. But I mean, that's like you're definitely not alone in that. You know. Even when you think you're done ranking up 4 stars, ranking up 4 stars is still the best thing to do in order to help you clear content. It's just kind of how it is. I mean, I actually do think there's maybe one more 4-star that would be helpful for me, which is Killmonger. Because I do use him with Void for synergy purposes, and if I could rank 5 him, there's situations that I've been in where I wish he was rank 5 instead of just a 330 champion, so he might be the last one. The rest would be more for fun and arena. Zachary DeSmith sending over $2. I probably said your last name incorrectly. I'm sorry. But Zachary sending over $2, and I'll go with Mephisto, then over Yellow Jacket. Okay. All right. Good choice. That's a good choice. And thank you for the $2, dude. So Brian, that Colossus I told you about, I never said I didn't sell a magic. Well, I hope you didn't sell a magic, man. Maybe in the minority, but I love Venompool. Venompool's kind of cool. I wouldn't say I love him, but I like him more than a friend, maybe. No, I mean, he's okay. He's okay. All right, still can't really do anything to AQ. Would love to fight that Mephisto, but nothing I could do about it. Okay, just went back, and yeah, you did switch Nightcrawler. I just missed it. My moment of thinking I knew something you didn't pass very fast. I mean, there's... hey, even I wasn't sure if I switched him, so it's all good. All right, let's go back to arena. Can you tell I'm a little bit lazy about arena at the moment? Feeling a little bit lazy about it. Said it right? Oh, cool. Awesome. What do you think of my main quest team? 345 Luke Cage, Awaken, Unawaken, 445 Magic, 550 Blade, Ghost Rider, and a Guillotine for Synergy. I think it's fine. I think over time it will get better. There's certainly room for growth on that team, but for the time being, it sounds fine. Zachary sending over another $2 saying you said it right. Awesome, dude. I'm glad I got it right. I mean, I knew I wasn't far off from it if I was wrong, but I just felt like I was wrong a little bit. But all right, Zachary DeSmith, got it. Well, thank you, dude. Appreciate the now $4. It is appreciated. Bryce, starter here, 4-star Ghost to rank 5. So Ghost has a very unique playstyle. And I think if you're willing to take the time, if you're willing to learn that playstyle, that may be a little bit more difficult to get accustomed to than the average champion. If you're willing to learn that style, then absolutely she's worth it. You're saying starter here. I think you're saying you're a little bit newer to the game. Is that what you're saying, right? Or are you just saying like newer to the stream? But if you're a little bit newer to the game, then might not be the best champion to go with. Might be more beneficial to rank up a champion that's a little bit easier to play, a little bit more similar to how you play other champions. This way you can focus on learning other game mechanics like just like things that you probably already have an understanding of, but maybe you could just like polish up as a newer player or something like that, of like making sure you don't get yourself bagged up against the wall, even though I do that all the freaking time. Learning the enemies' specials and how best to evade them and all of their abilities. Just keeping an eye on buffs and debuffs, managing the enemy's power, all that type of thing. So yeah. Bottom line is Ghost is a great champion, but she comes with her own ways to play her that you have to be okay with. What's up, BG? What's up, Nick? Oh yeah, found out library has a loanable different brands version of an Elgato, so gonna mess with it sometime on the weekend and see if I could manage a stable video for a stream or not. Oh, awesome. Wow, that's really cool. That you're able to get that loaned out to you. BG, when do you think they're bringing big Chungus to the game? Oh man, hopefully, hopefully that's an actual character's name, and I didn't just say like a bad word that I'm not aware of or something. I have no idea. Oh, Star, when do you? They loan the lightning adapter thingies also? Cool. When are you planning on doing it, or are you not sure yet? Just so people can know when to look out for the stream. Or I guess people could just subscribe to your channel to know, but I'm gonna be traveling, so yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to make it, but man, I wish I had your roster. Would make the game so much better. I understand what you're saying, but I will also say this. In my opinion, the funnest part about this game, the most fun part of the game, is collecting all the champions and kind of expanding your roster. If you just start the game having all the champions or something like that, you might not have as much fun as you think. You might like it's good to have that kind of want to have all the champs, but enjoy the ride pretty much. You know, don't worry so much about having or not having everyone, but just have fun kind of collecting and expanding your own individual roster. That's what I'd say. Hey man, love your work. I was wondering who would be good for ward defense, Domino or Emma. Much obliged. Well, thanks, man. Glad you like the vids. I think that Domino is the better defender. Pretty much needs to be awakened. Can get by okay, maybe without being awakened. Can maybe still pick up some kills, but the awakened ability does help a lot as a defender. Oh, excuse me, kind of burping here a little bit. Yeah, so if Domino's awakened, then I would say Domino for sure. Emma is not a terrible defender, but a lot of people have kind of learned how to play around her abilities. Whereas against Domino, it might be, you know, sometimes you can't play around Domino's abilities. She's just a pain like that. It might also vary based on what tier of Alliance War you're in. But I think Domino is the better defender across pretty much any tier. But they're both okay. They're both good defenders, I would say. Just Domino better. Hey man, how much time should it take to build a 5-star roster? Forever. I'll put it to you this way. I'm still building my 3-star roster. Like you just never stop. You never stop building your roster in this game. How long until you have some good 5-stars though? I don't know. It's hard to say. It depends on how much time you're putting into the game on a daily basis, the alliance that you're with, how good you are at managing resources, if you're planning on spending or not. I don't know if I could really come up with a good time. It's the older this game gets, like the faster Kabam makes it for players to catch up a little bit. So, like for me, it took me, I don't even know, man, like a year and a half, 2 years or something like that to have some decent 5-stars. Not even a lot of decent ones, just like a couple of decent ones. Whereas today, you know, it doesn't take as long. There's 5-star shards in the calendar. The calendar didn't exist when I started playing. They have special events like that 2-star arena that was just here. You know, you just got to get a little bit lucky. There's more good champions in the crystals these days versus back then as well. Back then there was like, okay, you can get lucky and pull a Star Lord, but every other champion was like Colossus level. You know? So it's hard to say how much time, but just stick with it and just enjoy the game. Don't stress it too much. You don't need 5 stars in order to progress. Not until you hit a certain point in the game. So, how much do you think to be safe for Ghost? Hard to say, Nick. Like the super safe score is, I would say, like 4.6, but I think that's overkill territory of safety. I think a reasonably safe score would just to get like 4.1. That's probably what I would grind to if I was going for Ghost. Ghost is the type of champion where it's really hard to predict the hype for her, and it might also just be a good idea to see what she goes for round 1, and then just put up like an extra 200,000 or 300,000 higher than what the round 1 score goes for, or something. It's really hard to predict. Like I have the cutoff guess here of 3.1, but it really is just a guess. I think there's still a lot more people out there that are hyped more so about champions like Domino. So I don't see her going to Domino levels of score, but in my opinion, like Ghost in the right hands is even better than Domino. So I don't know how the community sees it. The hunt of finally getting the champ you like gives us the variable reinforcement to keep us hooked. Something like that. The way you said it is too smart for me, but yes, something like that. Once you have most of the champs, the game starts getting dull. There is something about that too. Like the game isn't dull for me. There's still a lot of champions that I want and a lot of things I'm looking forward to keep the game fun, but I used to play more when my roster sucked. You know, like I was that much more into the game when the champions I had sucked, and I was, you know, excited about different events to get like shards from them. Now I'm just sitting on stuff waiting for other champions to come out. Like I'm not bored of the game, but it's like different, you know, it's a different feeling. I was getting a bit bored of the game back when like there was no new content that Kabam was coming out with. You know, my gameplay really dropped off at that point. But you know, there's always new content to look forward to, and Variant came through in a big way. Been so long since I've done arena. I'm at 2 mil with only 25 streak. Wow, that was easy. B. Daniels hitting the arena. Nice, dude. Preface this with a current 102 fever. Sent fight went very badly, and then 2 other fights also didn't go well either. RIP. Should be an interesting upload. People do like death videos. Oh, need sleep. Oh, man. Hobbit. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you feel better soon, man. It sucks, dude. Why are you going for it? Oh, I pulled her out of a 4-star crystal like a couple of days ago. It wasn't in a video. I was just popping open some crystals to get points in a solo combat event, and I just posted a picture of it on Twitter. That's just a screenshot. Otherwise, I would absolutely be going for Ghost. I like collecting all the 4 stars. And with, you know, wouldn't take that many rounds to get. BG, did you see the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer? Nope, because you don't watch movies and you are a robot, but I still love you. Well, I'm glad you answered your own question. Now, I'll probably see that movie. I saw the last Spider-Man movie, but I don't like to watch movie trailers. Like, especially if it's a movie that I know I'm going to watch. Man, I'd rather just wait till the movie comes out. I feel like any information I get will only help to spoil it a little bit, you know? Like, a good trailer doesn't spoil what's going to happen in the movie. They just give you a little teaser, right? But still, you know, some of these trailers are like 2, 3, 4 minutes long, and you feel like sometimes you feel like they're showing you the best parts, and I'm like, oh, I'll just wait. I'm in no rush. I say I'm probably gonna see the movie, but it's not until it hits Netflix or something, you know. So it might be a while. I downloaded it before and didn't get it until met BG and Seaton. Oh, of like how to play and stuff. Is that what you're saying? That's cool, man. Kind of like sitting on 13k crystals that you'll never open. Hey, man. Sometimes I open them. Just not all of them. Yeah. Some trailers are more sizzle reels than a teaser. Yeah, yeah. BGA tips for the Oscillate/Brawl node in the Alchemist event. Weeboo Jones. Any tips? I wish I didn't do it already, because it's kind of hard to give tips for that node combination without playing it. But I wanted to use my champions before I threw them into war and AQ and all that. Tips for that combination. Well, one, you want to do that before you throw your best champions in war and Alliance Quest. But I would say when they... I don't think they have Limber. There's no Limber, right? So you might just have to play it like only attacking when stunned. I think that's what I did for one of the fights at least. I can't remember who I was fighting, but you know, I would pretty much only, I would just parry, like I wouldn't worry about Brawl, and I would just parry stun, get 2 hits in, and back off. You know, and champions that have damage over time, where you don't need to be consistently landing hits, like Void certainly help. I think making sure you don't get cornered is something that's pretty important, and when they have the defensive half of Oscillate, you can pretty much just let them run back against the or just like to the right side of the screen to give yourself that distance. Time out your specials for when the enemy is when there's no Brawl, of course, but don't think that you're gonna get your special off when they're in the defensive phase. Like just get that out of your mind. Only think about throwing your special when they are aggressive and when Brawl's about to go down, and then start thinking about it. Otherwise, I feel like it might get in your head too much, where you're just trying desperately to get this special off, and you know, you mess up some other part of your gameplay because of it, something like that. I hope some of this helps, man. It actually is kind of tough for me to describe without showing it, and of course I can't go back in there now. But I hope that helps. I think parry stunning and attacking 2 times while they're unstoppable might be the biggest tip if I could just give one thing to focus on. You can get your attacks in that way, and then just, you know, worry about baiting their special when they're offensive, worry about getting them over to the right side of the screen when they are defensive so you don't get backed up against the wall. BG, thanks. I got wrecked by AV and didn't make it past him in Master for Trial Fire. Ah, bummer, dude. Yeah, he can be a little bit of a pain. I used Stark Spidey for that one, which was a decent enough counter. The solid 12k and counting you will never open because it would just go to waste. Oh god, I'm dead here, aren't I? Yeah, no, I have no chance of survival from this. Damn it. Just not paying attention. I don't know about 12k. Maybe like it's 5 or 6k. They're like the quest crystals. Eventually, I open those things open. You know. Eventually, I might open the like a tier 4 class Kalos fragment crystal if I run out of the other crystals for it or something. Who knows? But I do have a lot of those. Yeah, I have like, Yeah, that's just it. Is people look at like, it happens less these days, but some people will still look at the gigantic number of crystals I have here, and maybe be more impressed than it actually is impressive, because a lot of them are just fragment crystals, you know. Yeah, I have a lot of crystals, but I have to pop open 300 of them to form a catalyst. So how impressive is that actually? It's not. Why do you spread these rumors? There's no seat and hate. Stop. Get out of here. All right. Finally on to the actual infinite streak. Finally use my 6 stars here, and not have it be a painful experience. Used Hype Special 3 for Brawl. Ooh, Hyperion could be good for it. I didn't bring my Hyperion, so I didn't think about that, but yeah. Hyperion could be good. I mean, oh man. Void for me he's just the MVP in like every situation. He really made it pretty easy, because there's a lot of time where you just can't attack with that combination, right? And you're just constantly dealing damage over time. Bush check, Falstaff. The bush is there. Got the bush, man. Wait, is this your first day with the bush though? I could have sworn you had the bush the other day. I'm confused. Holy poop, I got my bush. I guess it was not the first day. I guess today is the first day. Never mind. You got yourself a bush, man. It's looking good. Mount Press Brian, I have 1,500 tier 3 class Catalyst Fragment Crystals and 1,400 tier 4 class Fragment Crystals, yeah. I mean, maybe impressed wasn't even the right word. Maybe I just made myself sound like a jerk, but you know what I mean. Like, people will gasp. maybe that's a better way of saying it, at the number of crystals. But it's mostly just junk. It's mostly junk. I do have some, you know, 5-star shards that I'm sitting on right now, and those will be fun to open. But most of it's junk. BG, how good will that week's Summer Advancement score be, though, if you pop them? I have no idea. I'm sure it still doesn't compare to someone opening up, like, a ton of featured GMCs or something, but yeah. It probably would be pretty good. Which champs do you want to get reworked by Kabam this year? Magneto and Iron Fist. Go with those two. Today is the day. I knew it was close. Wasn't sure of the timing. Okay. Well, dude, thank you for all the support. We showing off bushes. Thank you for all the support to get that bush. Man, this is starting to sound bad though. Saying the word bush too many times. BG does hate kids though. Don't let him tell you otherwise. And zucchinis because they think they're bananas. Well, I'm not a fan of zucchini. All right, there we go. I don't hate kids, but I do hate zucchinis. BG, Sentinel or Emma Frost to rank 4 as double immunities. I know you love Sentinel. I would have to say Sentinel. I also don't have much experience with Emma Frost though, so you might have to test that out for yourself or get a second opinion or something. But I would personally go with Sentinel. BG, all acts finished, Realm of Legends done, as well as Road to Labyrinth, but I don't feel motivated to do Labyrinth at all. Do you think it's content still worth going for? I do still think it's worth doing, yes, but you also don't need to do it, Jay. You could wait. Like, the longer you wait, the easier it's gonna get. Eventually we'll have, like, you know, you could wait until you just have like a rank 3 6-star champion, right? Like something that's not even possible to have today. You could wait for that and then just go through there and just plow through there like with ease, man, you know? Which would be pretty fun to do. So yeah, you could You could certainly do something like that if you want, or just, you know, whenever you felt like actually going in there. You don't have to wait that long either, but there's no rush. I do still think the rewards are worth it, though. It's, you know, Tier 2 Alpha is still pretty tough to come by. Plus a 5-star generic Awakening Gem for completing it. A lot of 5-star shards. Sigstone crystals. All the stuff is still really nice. Bush, Big D, Banana. I mean, we all know why you're here. Yeah, it's true, man. BG is Ghost Rider still worth ranking to 455 if unduped, and no Blade as a rank 3. His judgments and regen fail way too often for me. I don't think ranking him increases the chance. I do think it could still be worth it. I'd probably only do it myself if I had a lot of Tier 2 Alphas, though. Like, he wouldn't get my last 4 Tier 2 Alphas or something if he was unawakened. But I do still think he's worth it. I've seen a ton of Alliance mates use their unawakened Ghost Riders in like the highest level of content. I think that MCOC can run on the new Soldier Game handheld, the PS Vita knockoff. Probably pretty good, man. Highly recommended. Maybe I can get a sponsorship deal with him. How's Diablo? I haven't tested him yet, and even if I did test him, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I do have a... he is part of the content creator program, so soon enough, there will be some Diablo content across the content creator channels. BG, ready for me to blow your mind? I want to think about what I'm about to say and let it sink in. What are you about to say? I feel like my mind is about to be blown. Should I rank for my Killmonger or Ghost Rider, but Killmonger isn't duped? Ghost Rider, then. He might still be the answer even if both were awakened, but just go with Ghost Rider, I would say. Emma Frost is a beast. My next rank 5 if I pull immune 3 or 4 from Variant over Omega, but that's me. I understand, dude. I might have done the same thing, B. Daniels. If I had Emma Frost, I might have went with Emma over Omega. And I feel like most people would go Omega over Emma. I don't even know. I don't know what I would do, because they're both pretty cool, both interesting. Of course, Omega has synergy with Void too. So they pair off really well together, and Omega kind of counters the thing that Void can't. So I don't know what I would do, but I do really want an Emma Frost still. The better the cookies, the louder it is to open their packages to get to them. Is that true? Is there a correlation there? Is that true? I'll start saying, but Milanos. Those are the ones in like the package, the little bag thing, right? That might be true. I mean, there's like this my favorite chips. They're always in a really annoying bag to open. The type of bag where like I just got a pair of scissors and cut the top because every time I pulled on it, I felt like I was just gonna rip the bag so hard that the whole thing was gonna, like, all the chips are gonna go. Oh my god! Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me! If he uses special 3, I'm dead. I think. Please, please, please. Okay, good. Rank 5 6-star, only has 50k HP and 4 to 4.5k attack. Not as much as you think, folks. Number 1, that's still a lot of stats. That's still a lot of stats. But number 2, we don't know that. If you're going off of what we see in game when like pairing up against like a Thanos team or whatever, or if you're going off of a hacked or modded game where somebody can like level up a champion, they can just hack in those servers to hack in the like modify the the game to give themselves the resources that we can't right now. I wouldn't trust that info. You know, I wouldn't trust that info. It could just be placeholder type of thing, just because it's impossible to get that high right now. If you're basing it off of some type of mathematic thing, looking at what the difference is between rank 1 and rank 2, and you know, maybe there's some way to figure that stuff out, then I would say it could be accurate, but that's still a ton of stats no matter what. Having 4,500 base attack, and then all of your other abilities scale with that too. Once Tier 5 class Catalyst comes out, will you rush to rank 3 a 6-star or wait until you get amazing 6-star first? Good question, Nick. I don't know. It probably has to. It probably depend on how important Prestige is at that point in time. If Prestige is a big deal, I might have to rank somebody up that I wouldn't normally like to rank up. If it continues today where Prestige is not that big a deal and it's okay to wait a little bit because it's going to be extremely rare to get and everything, kind of similar to like our first rank 5 stars, I'd wait till I got somebody really good. So we'll have to see. Who is your 7th favorite cosmic male champion? Drax. Don't even have to think about it. He's in the number 7 slot. Wish Rockets Workshop would come back. That was a good event. Surprised they haven't done that one that event again. Wow, Mastery Core deal exclusive for Apple pops up in the store 3 a.m. in the morning? What the heck? That's weird. I have to confess that I have no clue who the hell Big Chungus is. I guess I'm not so much into Marvel. You know, Spider-Man and the Hulk? Don't worry, you're probably not alone. Do you want to see some Wayne zany correlations? He. I don't know what that is, but I feel like it's something I can't look at right now. Should I look at it? Star, did you ever watch that one video? Hold on, let me open this up. Did you ever watch that one video? The Ziff Law or whatever from Vsauce that I recommend watching. I feel like you would love that video, but I feel like you haven't watched it. The food ones? No, not the food ones. Oh, geez. This is weird stuff. U.S. spending on science, space, and technology. Suicides by hanging, strangulation, and suffocation. What in the world? Number of people who drowned by falling into a pool. Films Nicolas Cage appeared in. Per capita cheese consumption. Number of people who died by becoming tangled in their bed sheets. What the heck? Alright. That is some weird stuff. Or what's the name? If you type it, I can find it. Okay, hold on. The video title is... I just say the Zip F mystery, but it's like... It's Zip for whatever, you know? But I put it in the chat. I put a link in there before, but yeah, I don't want to click on it right now because I know it's going to start the video and all that. So it's not exactly what we were talking about, but it's one of my favorite videos ever. I feel, and I just because of the words and stuff like that. And that's where that one word came from. The one word that I gave on your stream. Watch it within, say, 3 days. Better than you in Infinity War. Wow. Am I late? Wow. Yeah. You're a little bit late. Lola was pissed that you were so late. She wanted to go to bed. She wanted her cookies to go to bed. I figured out that if my arena score stay at 0, I'll never get banned for arena botting. Yeah, that's true, man. If you never play the arena, you have 0 risk of getting banned, I suppose. BG, rank 3 or 6-star cable for an ultimate cable video. That could be a thing. If I get an awakened cable 6-star, the ultimate cable video. Those things all seem totally related. Yeah. Yeah, that is weird. $5 for 135 units, 3 Stony Mastery Cores, and an Infinity War Crystal. Wow, it sounds like a good deal. Those Stony Masteries are 135 units a pop too, right? So 540 units worth of items plus whatever that Infinity War Crystal is, which I don't know what that is. Or wait, it's Apple, right? I can go check the store myself. Let's see. I'll go look after this. I felt like she was barking. She was barking a little bit, yeah. She ran to the back door to pee one last time, then ran to her room to be put to bed. Yeah. Before I started streaming, I let her out and or I walked her, and then she like wanted to run towards the bedroom, so I know she wanted to run to her bed. Time to log in on my son's iPhone. Yeah. All right, let's go check it out. 135 units is $5. The rest is free stuff. Oh yeah, because it normally costs that much, I guess, right? Yeah, that's true. Okay, so it's just another Peter Parker deal. Okay, so a premium hero crystal. Oh, some gold too. Look at that, man. 5k gold. Experience boost. It's a nice little package of goods here, though. 3 Stony Mastery Cores. That'll get you, what, like parry and dex... Well, parry, I guess, is the first point's free, at least. You get like 2 points in parry plus dexterity or something like that. It's pretty good for a new player. Or just somebody who wants this stuff. It don't have to be new, but... Anyway. Speaking of watching things, Raiders of the Lost Ark on Netflix. I know what I'm watching after your stream. Nice, dude. What's up, BG? How's your day? Jizz, what's going on, man? We just got matched with MWO. MWO. I don't know if I'm familiar with that alliance. Which is horse poop, but so far we are holding our own. Nice, dude. Good luck. Have you ever thought about doing a charity stream in the future? Maybe at some point, but I don't know, charity streams, I feel like I need to be bigger. I don't know. I don't know if that sounds like a terrible thing to say, because of course, you know, for charity, any little bit helps, right? But I feel like I feels like I don't know, it feels like it wouldn't help enough. Which is probably a terrible, like I said, probably a terrible way of thinking. But like I rather just do a normal stream and then just like make a donation to charity if I was gonna do something like that, you know. That's how I feel. Noon sent Gwenpool Void Vision 2 All or Nothing Thing Mini. I wonder how Gwenpool would do. You think that's... You think that has anything to do, You think that's who that like... Huh. Because I don't think Void's going to do good in that matchup. Void has no chance. Against an all-or-nothing mini thing? No. Vision, I also don't think has a chance. But Gwenpool, I could actually see... Maybe? No, because, I mean, you're survive. You're going to survive the special 3, but you'll be backed up against the wall, and he's going to be unblockable, unstoppable, isn't he? Or is that only when he has enough of the rock shield charges, though? Because you're going to be getting some of those... You're going to be taking some of those away. So I'll pop the 3, but he won't go. Hold on, let me... That'd be really interesting if that worked out. I don't think it'd be easy, but it'd be very interesting. If the thing has 15 or more rock stacks, he removes all rock stacks, and... Oh, no. It doesn't matter if he has... Never mind. Thing is unblockable on itself for 8 seconds. No, that person's screwed. That person is dead. That person... I think that person is just dead, man. They'll survive the special 3, but then they gotta survive the next 8 seconds after that. Good luck. Good luck to that person. Maybe I will, maybe I'll sound like a fool after that person solos it, but man, that sounds like it's going to be a real tough time. We're paying for a 30-year-old to stay home and play a mobile game all day. These are all charity streams. That's also somewhat true. It's just it's charity for me instead of charity to a cause. There's a joke in, I want to be bigger with the resolution stuff. As I was saying it, it almost felt like I was saying I wanted to just get fatter. Like I just want to keep eating and eating. Alright, anyway. What was I going to do? Do I have AQ energy? Nope, I don't have AQ energy. Guess we'll just go to the crystals, man. It is about that time. And I do want to hit the store tonight. Crazy to think of what the game will be like when we have maxed out 6-star with rank 1 or rank 2 7-star. I remember when I was thinking the same thing about 4 and 5-star too. Yeah, it will be interesting to see. Kabam, I think they've done a decent job at keeping things fresh and not just having like an additional star get added. Like there's not a big difference between like a higher star champion of the same champion type. You know, for 5 stars we have the little extra damage meter thing that pops up during a special 3, and for 6 stars we have adrenaline, and I'm sure for 7 stars there's probably going to be something small there too. But what I mean is, I think, you know, I think the game actually feels a little bit different like the further you're getting into it, and it doesn't just feel like things are scaling in terms of just the numbers getting a little bit higher across the board. You know, because there's certain games that do that. As you become more powerful, the enemies you fight become more powerful too, but it just feels like exactly the same game, because the only thing that's changing is, okay, now you're hitting twice as hard, but the enemy has twice as much HP, kind of thing, you know. Which I think is tough to do, you know. It's tough to keep making content that feels different, and there are some areas of the game where maybe Kabam hasn't nailed it 100%, but overall I actually think, like, looking ahead to the future, I think that 7 stars it's going to be the same way, where it's eventually it'll just have a slightly different feel to it versus what we're doing with 6 stars today. Brian, what do you say about war matchmaking? Is it true that big alliances start matchmaking and wait until one fine opponent and the next big alliance start matchmaking? Some do that. There's not many that do that. Some do that, yes. I will be very happy when Kabam fixes matchmaking so that that's no longer possible. Typically the alliance that comes in, like the top 2 alliances in the past, I don't know if it's I don't think it's been every season, but a lot of seasons they've just never played each other. And it'll be cool to see what happens when that's no longer possible. I think a lot of I think a lot of alliances kind of participate in it, but to different extents, you know, where like some alliances really do like talk to each other and won't start the queue until the other alliance tells them like, okay, they found a match. Whereas other alliances, they might think like, okay, let's try to wait a little bit until we think that this other alliance that we're trying to avoid has found a match, and maybe you don't necessarily talk to each other, but you know. That said, I don't know all the details because I stay out of it completely. I don't mind fighting any alliance. I don't really care about winning or losing these days. And yeah, I'll be happy when Kabam fixes it, but I have no say in like when 4 Loki matches, for example, you know. I'm scared to think of gold cost to rank 5 and level up a 6-star, though. It'd be pretty expensive. Yeah. PG, wait 5 more minutes, then AQ, they need you? Well, I mean, I'm not going to sleep or something. I'll play AQ, but I'm not going to do it on stream. I feel like the top 2 should fight for the title after season ends anyway. Yeah, dude, just because the title match sounds awesome, it does sound awesome. So last season, I think it was really cool that ASR and ISO 8A, they played for the 3rd place spot, you know? And they didn't have to do that. Like I think ISO 8A was holding on to the 3rd place spot, but because like the 2 were so close, and there was also like, I don't know, some nonsense that was going on. I don't know if if it was something that they can control or what. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the bottom line is it was really cool that those 2 alliances played each other for 3rd place. You know, and I think it'd be cool. Like I don't know how many spots you could really do that with, but it was awesome. It was awesome that they did that. But anyway, guys, I'm getting out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out as always. Nivea, thank you very much for the $15 that you sent over. If you're still in here, wait, I think it was the other way around. ASR lost 3rd place because ISO 8A got a 2600 war rating alliance. See, I mean, yeah, I think it was something like that, right? But then they played each other. They queued up against each other. Oh, Nivea is in here. Sent over another $2 saying, don't forget to mention that ISO 8A whooped ASR. They did win. They did win. I don't even know what the final score was or anything, but they did take 3rd place. Dude, thank you very much for the $17. Just reading what Dubes was saying. Yeah, certain alliances have players that are in both alliances, so yeah, it's one of the reasons why they avoid playing each other as well. Kind of holding a little bit of a monopoly on the top of the leaderboard, like that. But all right. Anyway, I will. I was 14-7. That was the score. Okay, pretty convincing victory. All right. Anyway, guys, I will see you all tomorrow, normal time. Thank you to everyone else who sent over a little something as well. It is always appreciated. No daytime stream, even if the event quest completion is on. I can only do one today. I can't do one tomorrow. So, see you guys normal time. Good night, everybody. Star, watch that video. Good night.